Okay, my brakes, I'm going to taxi us up here out of the way.
Mic test.
Good, alright. I'm going to pull into here and then I'll let you do your checklist. Okay, your controls now. Okay, so we've got up your controls.
Alright,
So we're
do you think I should check from here? Or we can just go from the other?
I did this checklist, I started it, we got good oil pressure. So we are going to be right here. Got the mixture lead right here for taxi.
Okay, so
Avionics
mixture
master's
lead for taxi. Avionics master's on. Radio GPS.
122
GPS.
Make sure our volume
radio.
is good.
122.8, 122.7. Alright, can we get the weather? Is that okay?
Yep.
10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 05 Celsius. Dew point -03 Celsius. Altimeter 3025. Remarks. Density altitude -700. Iowa City Municipal Airport, Iowa City, Iowa. Automated weather observation 1247 Zulu. Wind 160 at 11. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 05 Celsius. Dew point -03 Celsius. Altimeter 3025. Remarks. Density altitude -700. Iowa City Municipal Airport, Iowa City, Iowa.
I didn't get the wind.
Weather observation
160 at 11.
1248.
What'd you say?
Wind 160.
160.
At 09er.
Yeah, he just edited
Visibility
160 at 9.
Sky condition clear.
So it's,
Temperature
you know it's variable.
Celsius. Dew point
It's 5.
-03 Celsius. Altimeter 3025. Remark.
Sound good?
Density altitude.
Okay.
So it's 160 at about 10 knots. So, because it was like 9 and 11 when they said the two different times. I don't know why this intercom is.
So you put 160 here, then you put the speed here. They're not.
Yeah, you don't have to do that. That's
Yeah, I know. That's
a lot of people find it easier to remember the winds and figure out which runway they want to use.
Oh.
These are for navigation and not for winds.
Yeah, yeah. I was putting the wind here, but okay. I just want to know your practice is to put the wind there.
Yep.
And then,
So now the wind is 160. Which runway would that? I would favor. So remember the runways. You have a 12. You have a 25, right? Over here. So 20-degree crosswind would 12 be?
1-2 would be closest, right?
Yeah, that's about a 40-degree crosswind, which is pretty good, decent crosswind. And then 25. We have a 30. That'd be a tailwind, right?
Yeah.
25 is a direct crosswind. 30 is a tailwind.
Yeah,
And
7.
runway 7 would be a tailwind, right?
Yep. So it's 1-2. Runway
1-2, and we have 40-degree crosswind at 10 knots. That's going to be about a 6 to 7 knot crosswind component. So it'll be a good practice.
So it'll be something like that, right?
You start out all the way into the wind.
All the way into wind.
And then as the airspeed builds up and you can feel the controls become more effective, right? Just
Yeah.
the airspeed. Then you can feel that just enough pressure to keep that the side the wind's coming from. You want to keep that side down because the wind tries to pick that wing. You keep that down until you get ready to rotate. You'll rotate with a little bit of aileron in, so the airplane will kind of come up a little bit like this. And then as soon as you're off the ground, you go wings level and grab into the wind. So the airplane's going to turn towards the wind just a little bit. So that way you can stay on the center line, going right into a crab.
I can never get that part in the simulator. Maybe my wind part is not right. Alright, transponder 1200. Compass heading indicate
330.
I know that's north, so
that's west, so we're about halfway between north and west, about 330. We want to set that to 330.
okay, taxi light on. Flaps retract. Brakes check.
Okay, so we'll when we do this, so the before taxi is complete, right? And now when we taxi, we'll do the taxi checklist from memory, right?
Okay.
Okay. So we said we're going to do runway 12. Do you know how we're getting there?
From memory, do you still want me to look at the chart?
Well, if you know it, that's all. You don't have to. But
Yeah, it's Bravo and then Alpha and then Thunder.
then back taxi. Okay, cool. All right, so we're clear on the right, clear on the left.
Okay.
Brake check is good. Mine are good.
Check the turn coordinator.
Yep, so as you turn, and we'll want to hold the controls now, especially when it gets windy. Sometimes the wind will catch it and go like that.
Oh.
You don't want it to get bang them around. There you go. Trying to keep a hand on it. Go with just a light touch. There you go. Alright. Clear on the left, clear on the right. We should make a call. We're at the shop, taxi, runway 12.
Iowa City Skyhawk 740 Sierra Papa at the shop, taxi runway 12. When you say step on, means you step on someone else's radio call, right?
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so that matches the wind sock, the runway. If we're taking off 12, right, this direction, that looked like, stupid mic. Does that look like it's flying out of the open end of the windsock?
Yeah.
Okay, because that's what you want to think of. You're flying out the big end of the windsock. Clear on the right, clear on the left. Make sure we're looking. There you go. For some reason, I don't know why this is there. Maybe that's it. Yeah, it's just the volume. Okay. Is that too loud?
No.
And we want to put that center line right below your right knee. There you go. So that windsock, we'll look at that one, make sure it agrees too. You see that windsock?
Yeah.
We're going to fly out the big end, we'd be going that way. That match the runway. Pretty much. We're going to have a little crosswind, but... Okay, let's pull into here and do our run up like we did yesterday. Pull down a little bit. Alright, I'll turn right. You want to make sure that you're slow before you turn, because these wheels don't take high-speed turns very well. You're doing good. Turn around right on this good pavement right here. Just a little bit of power helps you turn. And then always stop with the nose wheel straight. Let go. I got it. Let go. Always want to stop with the nose wheel straight. That makes sense. So that way when you go, next time to go, it doesn't go that way first.
Okay.
Good job.
Alright, engine run up. Passenger seat. Backs, check. Seats and seat belts, check. Door and window, check. I check camera, check. Flight control, free and correct. Up.
So stay back here when you do this. Because if you do it here, somebody's knee's in the way, you won't feel it unless you're all the way back here, right? So go all the way, stay in the back, all the way to the right, and slide it forward. Kind of like you're making one full circle around all the limits of the controls. So all the way this way, all the way back, all the way this way. See, then if your passenger's in the way, then he'll know that he's got to move it. Good job.
Flight instruments, check.
So that should be 0, level, field elevation, 680 or so. That should be 0. This should match our compass and be on the runway, and that should be level.
Fuel quantity.
11 and 15.
Yeah, I told you, right? It doesn't look like it's 7.
That always indicates a couple gallons less than what's in the tank.
Oh, okay. Mixture rich, so I'm gonna push that in. Fuel selector valve both. Elevator trim to take off. Throttle. Okay, I'm gonna do the.
We're clear behind us.
No one behind us. No one at the side. No one in front. Down. Up again. Put on that much. Oh, it did. Okay. So the magnetos left and right checked. Suction gauge. Suction gauge vacuum in the green. Engine instruments. Oil. Temperature not at the green yet. We'll get
That's
there.
okay. It's above 75.
That's fine. Okay.
It's not that cold out. If it was below 0, then we'd be worried. But it's 42, so it's fine.
Okay. Pressure in the green. Ammeter. Check the ammeter. Ammeter positive.
Hey, good job.
Enunciate.
You're looking for all the right things.
Throttle idle for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1.
And now look at the oil temperature.
What's that?
Now look at the oil temperature. See how it's up in the green already?
Yeah.
Yep. Why is the radio always cutting out? It drives me nuts. Mic check.
Right.
Mic check. Mic check.
Radios and avionics check again. GPS. Let's set the GPS to Iowa City. So to
Don't worry about that today. I'll get it.
oh, okay.
I just want you to get going because it's already 8 o'clock. So where it's going to be almost 9 before we get back here.
All set.
Okay. So the before takeoff check complete or the run up check is complete?
Run up check is complete. I thought
Okay.
before takeoff we can.
Do it up there? Sure. Just don't forget about it. Yep. Sounds good.
A short line, but we can do it here too since we're here. Landing lights on, strobe lights on, taxiing lights off. Full reach again.
Alright, should be good. Okay, we'll pull up to runway 12, check for traffic, and then if it's clear, then we'll back taxi.
Back
Sound
here,
good?
Fog here.
Right rudder. That's fast. Good job. So we have the wind out of the south today, so we always turn the ailerons into the wind when we're taxiing, right? That makes sense? If it's a headwind, if it's tailwind, then you turn away.
Yeah. Tailwind, do you want me to
Stay right about here. See how that center line's on your knee?
Yeah.
That's where you want to be. Now you're on the dead center. That makes sense? This is on the center line. Okay, we're clear on the right. Can you see any? Make sure you give yourself a little room. Stop back here.
top shot?
Clear on the right, clear forward, clear on the runway. Okay. Alright, make a call. Back taxi 12, Iowa City.
Iowa City Skyhawk 740 Sierra Papa, back taxi runway 12. Iowa City traffic.
Alright. Oh, we don't hear anyone. Look again. Alright, let's go. Center line. Stay on the center line. Go. So now we have a tailwind, right? The wind is coming from 140.
What's this say?
Which side is the tailwind from?
What's this side?
Coming from the left, yep, so you turn away. There you go. Okay, clear still. Keep it rolling.
Let's slow down a second.
Alright.
All the way to enter. Yeah, runway.
Let it keep rolling, don't stop. Let off the brake. Let off the brake. Yeah, so you push the brake so hard to turn that we stop, and then we have to add a bunch of power to get rolling again. That makes sense. You want to just barely touch the brake, give it just a little bit of power as you turn, and then that makes the rudder more effective, which helps you turn as well. Does that make sense? There you go. Good. You just want to, if you're using and so much brake to turn where you feel the plane stopping,
Yeah.
then you know that's a little bit too much brake. You know what I mean? So just a light pressure on the brake and just a little bit of power will help bring it around. Does that make sense? That was good. Okay. Ready to go? So which way is the wind from?
140, 16.
So we're 12, the wind was 160 you said, so that's over here, right? 215, 16. Okay, so that's a right crosswind. Okay, good. Alright, you ready to go? Or
Make one more call.
yep, you have, because we didn't say taking off yet. So taking off 12, departing south.
Iowa City traffic Skyhawk 740 Sierra Papa, taking off 12, departing south, Iowa City traffic.
Good job. Alright. Have you ready? Toes to the bottom of the pedals now. Absolutely no brakes on takeoff. Okay? Once you add some power in, that rudder will become more effective from the air. So go ahead and ease a little bit of power in. See how it's not effective now? But there, now see how it became effective? The rudder? Alright. That power in full, there you go. And now you don't even need brakes, right? The rudder steers a lot better. Okay, engine gauges are green, airspeed's coming alive. Just real gentle, real gentle. Okay, you feel that pressure now? Ease that ailerons off. There's 65. We'll go ahead and rotate. All right, into the wind, a little bit of right rudder. There, that was good. All right, just let the nose down a bit so we can see the horizon. Good job. We just want to track straight out on that center line, right?
Yeah.
So just maybe 5 to 10 degrees crab angle is all you really need. The wind's not that strong. So here's your runway heading. Right? You want to stay on that center line of the runway, going that direction. You're turning too much. Keep the wings level. There you go. We want to go straight out. There you go. Okay, so we'll keep her climbing clear east, clear south. Let's head south.
Is heading south.
We'll just fly south here. South heading. See the roads out there?
Yeah.
No, it starts getting smoother the higher you go. How you feeling? You look a little lost.
Just trying to stay focused.
Okay. You gotta relax on the plane to have fun, right? Woohoo! Yeehaw! I mean, if you're not having fun, then there's no point, right?
So,
I can be kind of a strict instructor, so don't let me make it not fun, okay? Make sure you're still having fun, okay? Otherwise, then we might as well go back home, right?
so what's the altitude you want me to climb
Let's
to?
climb to let's go to 4,500, okay? Let's just stay on a south heading. We're pointed a little bit southeast. You see the roads? I mean, we're pointed southwest, excuse me. We want to go south. We want to stay on a south heading.
Oh.
See how you're turning? Why are we turning?
Did you,
I set that to the...
Oh, okay.
So the compass is not always correct on the ground. When you have to use the roads around here.
Oh, okay.
When you line up, the roads are perfectly north, south, east, and west in this part of the Iowa. We have no magnetic variation here, okay? So use the roads when you're in this area. Look outside the plane, okay? Alright, so let's climb at 80 knots. 80 knots up to 4,500, okay? So if we're a little fast, how are you going to climb a little slower? We're only doing 400 feet a minute. There you go. Now when you bring that nose up, look what happens to our vertical speed. There you go. Now we're going to get there a little quicker. Trim the airplane off for 80 knot climb speed. Hold a little more right rudder in the climb. There you go. And whenever I'm doing a long, full power climb, I just watch the engine temperatures because that's the time you have to watch for it to get hot. Okay, so 3,500, we have 1,000 to go. A little bit hazy up here, doesn't it?
Yeah. Gotta make sure my ears get used to it again.
Okay. So when we come up to 4,500, when we're at about 50 feet before it, keep it climbing. We want to climb at 80, all the way up to 4,500. Okay? Why are you pushing the nose down?
So that I get more airspeed.
We want to climb at 80.
499 Alpha Echo.
Yeah, this is not at 80. This is
Yeah, so how do you get to 80?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Downtown Centerville.
There you go. Yeah, you had it. Or you just got to leave it at 80. There you go. And then as you bring the nose up, there's more P factor, so you have to hold a little more right rudder. See? There you go. Get that. It's actually warmer up here than it is on the ground. Usually have a temperature inversion in the morning. Okay, so keep it on a south heading. So we're turning a little bit to the right, see that? Okay, here's 4,500, so slowly start pushing that nose down, real gentle, right about there. There you go. Let the airplane speed up a bit, and then as it speeds up, you can pull the power back to low cruise RPM. So airspeed's at 100, that's start pulling the power back to the bottom of the green. There you go. So we'll trim the airplane out to level cruise.
Is this haze or is this what do you call that?
It's haze in the morning, yeah, because as the ground cooled off at night, it radiates heat out, and so that creates colder at the surface, warmer air up above, and that's very stable. So all this humidity doesn't escape. Then it just gets hazy. Yep. All right. Do you know where we are? Recognize any towns? You should get the sectional chart out, right? I'm gonna turn that heat down. Are you hot? I'm hot.
Okay.
There we go.
I practiced this last night.
That's the same place. So if you start out like this, right? Flip it up to the. Oh, and
Two here.
no, the other side. On your left. See that? There you go. That's why I usually try to put that out before I even take off. So, okay. You know where we are? What do you see?
So I see it's town right there.
Okay. Which one is it?
So I'm assuming it should be Lone Tree, but
Why don't we just circle this spot right here until we figure out where we are? So I just do a left turn, right, or a right turn, whichever you want to do. That makes sense?
Yeah, let's make a left then.
Okay. Let's just circle right here until we figure out where we are.
Okay.
Go ahead.
That's a town over there too.
Okay. Go ahead and turn. Otherwise, we're going to be somewhere else that we're not familiar with, right? We'll just stay right here and figure out where we are. We'll just hold 4,500. Iowa City Skyhawk 740 Sierra Papa is 10 miles south, maneuvering 4,500 Iowa City. It'll stay at 4,500. So when you turn, the airplane's going to descend unless you pull back, right? The steeper you turn, the more it wants to descend. Keep turning. Right, figure out where we are. What do you see? So we got a town over there you thought might be Lone Tree. Is there any way we can verify that that is Lone Tree? So right now we're turning, we're almost headed north, right? We're headed northeast. So we'll keep turning. Do you see anything up there to the north?
Yeah, over there. Right there.
Yeah, what's that? That's where we just came from.
Iowa City.
Okay. Maybe. Alright, do you see any town right here?
Yeah, I see a town right there.
That's this dot right here. You see that dot? That's
okay.
called Hills, Iowa. A little town of Hills. If you look on Google Maps, you'll find. See a river coming down right here?
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Okay.
I see that river.
What river is that?
Right
This
here.
one right here, that's the Iowa River.
Uh-huh.
Then a big 4-lane highway right to the west of it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then we see the buildings here and a town there.
Oh, I see the casino, so that's Riverside.
And then on the other side of 218 from the casino is the town of what?
Kelowna?
Well, so the casino's on which side? The east side, right?
Yeah.
You see the casino, and then you see the road, and then you see the town.
This is Riverside, right?
Yeah, that's the town of Riverside.
Uh-huh.
The casino is on the other side of 218. That's... Oh man, the stupid mic. The casino's on this side, the town of Riverside's on that side. See that?
Oh, the casino's this side, the town is Riverside. So that's Riverside?
The town?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right? That's what the chart says.
Oh, I thought the town was on Riverside. So, yes. So we are right around Riverside.
We're between Riverside and what's this town?
Lone Tree.
Lone Tree. Okay, so you know exactly where you are now, right?
Riverside.
And the casino.
Casino, Lone Tree.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, so you figured out where we are. See how easy it is? If you keep track of where you are, then you're never lost, right? Always try to identify multiple landmarks to verify that what you think you're seeing is the correct town, right? Because we know that matches multiple points. We got towns, rivers, roads, and it all matches up. We're not just going off of like one town or something like that. Okay, cool. Alright, you want to fly a heading of 270?
What'd you say?
Heading 270. Mic check.
270.
Mic check. There, now the mic is working. I don't know why it was so screwy before.
That's just a west heading.
Oh, west heading, yep. Because we're headed west, right? See the roads out there? So should be your main reference when we're flying around out here is those roads. Because the nice thing about this part of Iowa, everything is square. The roads are north and south, east and west. So if you here turn west, I mean you can use this, but you should be watching outside mostly. That makes sense? And then that'll tell you, see now the compass says straight west, but this is a little bit off, so you have to reset that. That's the wrong one. So you want to put this compass card on, or a heading indicator right on west, right? But the problem is now you're turning.
Yeah, I'm turning right now. Yeah, fix my.
Let's stay on a west heading. See the roads? You're turning to the right.
Okay, is that right? Does that look right?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, good job. Okay. Want to try slow flight again?
We can do that.
Are you going to have fun? Huh? You're going to have fun? Otherwise, we might as well go back, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, slow flight. How do we do slow flight? We just did some turns. Those are our clearing turns. Okay.
So go all the way. So for slow flight, right?
Yep.
We want to
We want to slow down,
slow
right?
down.
So we want to
Slow down first or pitch first?
keep us on a heading. See us turning? There you go. We want to slow down because we want to fly a slow airspeed and hold our altitude, right? So how do we do that? Just like you're coming into land, when you start your descent, you pull the power back to 1500, right? So pull it back to 1500. The nose wants to drop, right? So hold it up. Don't let a descent happen. We want to hold our altitude, okay? Well, if you do that, what happens to your airspeed? You start slowing down, right? Well, that's just what we wanted. So now we're in the flap range. You can start putting flaps in. Don't lose your altitude. So go ahead and get your flaps in. There you go. We're in the white arc, so you can put them all in. Yep. And then once we get slow, it's going to start sinking. So then what do you have to do? Start adding power, right? Start adding power. Start adding power. Otherwise we're sinking. See that? And right around there is probably 18 to 1900 RPM is where you need the power setting. Keep the ball centered. So a little bit of right rudder. See how the airplane's turning left? Keep the wings level. You really can't see the horizon today, can you?
No.
No, it's almost like instrument flying. Okay, there's west. I'll just keep it on this heading and hold your altitude, so a little bit more power. There you go. And then, you remember where the stall horn came on yesterday? It was right at about 40 knots with the flaps down, right?
Traffic, track 45, you from Delta is 5 to the east. We're going to be in a left downwind. line runway 15, Montauk.
Right. So if you get below 40, the stall horn is going to come on, right? So we're going to want to fly right between 40 and 45.
Oh, okay. I thought you wanted us to hear the stall on.
Nope, that was just to show you where it comes on yesterday, right?
Okay.
So when you do slow flight in the future, in this plane, you know that its stall horn starts to come on right around 40. So you want to fly just a little bit faster than that. Good job. Okay, now as you're bringing that nose up, adding power, the airplane's going to start turning left, so you have to hold right rudder, just like on takeoff. There you go. You want to keep that ball centered, so enough right rudder to keep that ball centered, and then make sure you keep it level. There you go. There you go. You're getting it. Oh, keep the wings level. Wings level. Okay, good job. Can you do a standard rate left turn heading 180 and maintain 40 knots at 4,500?
5 miles to the southeast, inbound for 13.
Do you still want me to go slow?
Keep the wings level, man. Keep the wings level. Yeah. I want you to maintain slow flight and do a standard rate left turn heading 180. Okay? Clear right, forward, and left, just like we've done before. Keep turning. Oh, just standard rate. So it's only going to be about 10 degrees bank at this slow of a flight, right? Here, use your rudder and roll out. There's your south heading. Yep. There you go. Not bad. Stay on a south heading. Be careful. Yeah, see, there you go. Just work on keeping the wings level and holding enough right rudder in there to keep your ball centered. That'll keep it straight better. All right, now see your altitude. You're climbing past. Reduce it around 1900 or so. Keeps you kind of hold your altitude in slow flight generally. So somewhere in there. Okay, I feel the nose turning a little bit of right rudder. There you go.
Like one day you should fly and I should sit next to you.
You're doing great, actually. This is good. Okay, clear right.
Left downwind runway 15, Marcel.
Clear left, forward, and right. Do you want to give me a right turn now, heading 360? See how you're turning? Try to keep the wings level in slow flight. You got to use this instrument right here. There you go. Now just turn your heading bug around to 360.
Okay.
And we'll do a right turn. Clear left, forward, and right.
Okay.
And make sure you keep it coordinated. So we'll do a right-hand turn.
Oh,
right-hand turn. Yep.
Okay.
Just standard rate. So that's only about 10 degrees bank, see? And that gives you standard rate here. Yep. Keep turning. There you go. You're doing good. Here's your north heading. Don't go past it. Don't go past it. There you go. See how you went past it? Try to anticipate that heading coming in. There you go. Good. Not bad. So you notice how when we're doing slow flight with the flaps down, that means we're in landing configuration, right?
Uh-huh.
The panel is just a little bit above the horizon, right? It's not too high, but it's a little bit nose up. And it takes about 1900 RPM to maintain altitude. You see that? That's your power setting. So we're going to do slow flight without flaps next, and you're going to notice the difference in power required and the difference in the pitch angle that's required to maintain slow flight, okay?
Okay.
We didn't do slow flight with clean flaps yesterday, right? There you go. Try to on a north heading. There you go.
So one thing I realized is
A little
when
bit
you
more
do-
right rudder. Then it'll help keep it from wanting to turn. There you go.
One thing I realized is
Keep the wings level.
with if the nose is too high, it's hard to
Hard to see.
yeah. So it's hard to keep north, because otherwise you can always point to.
But you can kind of see in your peripherals if you're turning, right? See how the horizon moves side to side if you're turning. So now we're turning left. Bring it back to the north. See, watch your peripherals now. You see how you can see the horizon moving? See that? I can look out and I can see a road and I know if we're headed straight north. See that? Okay, whenever you're ready, we'll recover. Remember how to do that? Like a go around? You are right, it's hard to see over the nose, so.
What do you call that? Put more power.
Full power, yep.
Flaps up, nose down.
Well, full power and then panel on the horizon. So we'll have to push the nose down just a bit, but we want to hold our altitude. And then as the airplane speeds up, you can reduce the flaps. So as soon as you're full power, you can go flaps 20, right? And then as it speeds up above 60, you can go flaps 10.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah. So do you want
Just
me
try to
level up the nose first or put power first?
you always go full power first.
Okay.
Whenever you go around, full power. So we're going to push it full power, then panel on the horizon. See how the nose wants to come up? There you go. And now flaps up to 20 as soon as you're full power. Yep, good job. Okay, now the airplane's going to speed up, right? See, because you got rid of the drag with that flaps. Wait till you're above 60, preferably 65 or so. There you go, now flaps 10. Okay, now as the airplane's speeding up, you can let the nose down and we'll stay at 4,500. There you go. Now you can go all the flaps up. And we'll just level out at 4,500. Back to cruise. And as your airspeed comes up, yep, you can start pulling that power back. We're back to cruise speed now, so you can pull the power back to low cruise power, yep. And we'll make a right turn, clear left, forward, and right. Make a right turn to a west, or excuse correction, east heading. Okay. I'm just looking at the roads and it looks like we're angled a little bit northeast. See that? We're heading about 085, 075. So let's make a right turn, get on an east heading. This is precessed a little bit, okay? Right there's an east heading, see that? Those roads are hard to see because it's hazy. But now we're on an east heading, right? So let's set that heading indicator to an east. There you go, good job. All right. What do you think?
Oh, it's pretty cool.
When able, do you want to do another right turn? We'll head south again, clear left, forward, and right. We'll get out of the sun. The sun away from our face.
I'm excited to.
Use your rudder when you roll into a turn. We'll roll. Let's do a 30-degree bank. 30. There you go. I'll maintain. Dude, you're excited for what? Sorry.
Use my eyes for the first time while flying. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Okay, see the roads? Here comes the road. So start rolling out, right? Lead that roll out. Use your rudder when you roll out.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
That wasn't smooth.
But if you're watching outside the plane and you can kind of see the roads coming and it's easier to be smooth on the rollout. Yep. Good job. We lost a little altitude, so bring the nose up. There you go. Bad, you're doing better. Each time we fly, you improve. Do you realize that? Yeah. But I keep giving you new stuff, so it doesn't seem like you're improving, but you are. Because I'm always going to give you new stuff, so each lesson's going to feel like a challenge. But you're getting better each time.
Understand?
Okay. So okay, let's do slow flight again. Only this time without flaps. So without flaps, we won't have as much what or what. What does
you
flaps?
don't have
what do flaps add?
lift and drag.
Lift and drag, you got it. So we're going to have to reduce power even more to get slowed down because we don't have to drag, and we're going to have to bring the nose up even more to get it slowed down, and because again we don't have that drag and we don't have the same lift. That makes sense?
Okay.
All right, so let's reduce power at 1500 or even a little bit below maybe, and just hold 4,500 as the airplane slows down. So you'll have to bring the nose up, pull the power back, 1500. All right, now hold our altitude. So the airplane wants to start descending, right? The nose is going down, hold it up. Don't let it descend, hold it up, there you go. The airplane's starting to bank, keep it level. Keep bringing that nose up. There you go, keep bringing that nose up. And you're gonna have to trim for this one because you don't have flaps, right? All right, let's add just a little bit of power in because we're starting to sink, see that? Keep bringing the nose up. Add some power because we're starting to sink, there you go. Keep bringing that nose up. And let's figure out where the stall horn comes on. Keep bringing that nose up, don't let the nose down or we'll hear the stall horn out on this one as well. Just like we did with flaps yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay, keep bringing that nose up. We want to hear where that stall horn comes on. Bring it up. Right about 40. Okay. So we'll fly at 50. All right, we're sinking pretty good now. So what do you got to do? There you go. Or we'll fly right at like 50 knots. See that? So just small pitch changes, right? Because big ones you'll shoot right past your airspeed, right? Just a little bit of pitch change at a time. There you go. And use your trim so that it stays there, because you're bringing the nose up and down, up and down. Just try to do small changes. Right? You're going way past there. All right, let the nose down a bit. Trim it so it stays right here. This is your pitch attitude. Go on. Will the nose stay here on its own? Use the trim. Keep trimming. Yep. Because if you have to hold it, that's where you get all screwed up. Okay, we're banking to the left. See that? Keep the nose level. Keep the nose level. That's a little slow. Let the nose down a bit. Right at 50 is where we want to be. There you go. Trim. You let go, will it stay there? No, the nose is going down. See that? So trim the nose up. There you go. All right, now let go. Good. I think that's perfect. Okay. Now we're a little bit low, but we're steady. So maybe add a little bit of power. We'll clip back to 4,500, and we'll turn back to the south. Actually, right here we're on south. Iowa City Skyhawks, 0 Sierra Papa, 8 miles south, maneuvering 4,500 Iowa City. Okay. Keep the wings level, man. See how you just smooth and steady, slow and steady. There you go. If you hold enough right rudder to keep that ball centered, the airplane won't turn left like that. The airplane wants to keep turning left. Watch your airspeed because you're pulling. See that? If you trim it out, you won't have to pull, and then you won't subconsciously pull that nose up like that. So kind of keep a really light touch, just like you're holding a dog turd, right? How would you pick up a dog turd? Would you grab it with your fist? No, you're going to hold it with your fingers, right? There you go. Notice how much higher the nose is. See this? Look out.
Yeah.
That's the difference between slow flight with flaps and without flaps.
Much higher.
Yeah, because we don't have the drag from the flaps to slow us down, so we have to bring the nose up even more to get that extra drag to slow you down. That makes sense. And it doesn't take as much power either, does it? Normally, last time we were at 1900 to hold us level. Now we're only at 1800 and we're still climbing. See that? Because there's less drag, it climbs easier without flaps. That's why we don't take off with flaps. That's... I try to turn back to a south heading. Okay, all right, just keep the wings level now. Try to hold level flight. Just getting a south heading. A little bit of right rudder. That'll keep the plane from wanting to turn left. It keeps going left, right? There you go.
traffic, Conquest 345, Tango Papa is departing runway 25.
So we're starting to climb a little bit past our altitude, so you can reduce power. That's enough, probably. Yep. Okay. Once you feel stable, keep the level. Can you tell when that sun changes an angle on your left side over here? Oh, that's your bank angle slowly starts banking left. Okay, we'll have to recover soon because the left fuel tank is getting low. So, if you're feeling okay about it, we'll recover just like normal, full power, and put the panel on the horizons. So go ahead and go full power. You have to push the nose down now, right? Because you got a lot of nose up trim. Push the nose down, push it down to the horizon. Right rudder, right rudder, right rudder. There you go. Because when you add power, it wants to turn left, right? Alright, now you get your cruise speed coming back, you can pull the power back so it's not redlining. And let's head back to Iowa City.
Iowa City traffic, Conquest 345, Tango Papa is off runway 25, right hand turn out, departing the area to the north. Iowa City traffic.
That's a town over there.
Iowa City traffic, citation 562,
heading
Victor Papa,
south.
main ramp, taxi runway 25, Iowa City.
River, is there a river? It's a patch of river right there.
0. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 06 Celsius. Dew point -03 Celsius.
Let's put the fuel selector on the right tank for a while. See, this is what, when you don't hold that ball centered with your rudder, it burns a lot more out of the left tank than the right tank. And I want to get them evened out, so
Put right?
put it on the right. Yep.
Automated weather observation.
We'll monitor it a little bit. If the engine starts to sputter a little bit, we'd go back to both, but
Wind
usually doesn't. You just pay attention.
08.
Alright, can we head south on the right then? I mean north on the right then?
Clear. Temperature 06 Celsius. Dew point -03 Celsius. Altimeter 3025. Remarks.
Okay, I see the casino right there, so that's Riverside. So,
Okay.
Iowa City Municipal Airport, Iowa City, Iowa. Automated weather observation 13.
Unit concept of 100.
Wind 160 at
wind is still the same.
Cruising altitude 700 feet, scan.
All right. So if we know at Riverside, how can we
What's
get to
Riverside?
Iowa City?
So head
We know
north.
that road goes right up into town, right?
Yeah,
And then we also see the river, and that goes right beside the airport, right?
yeah.
Okay, so if that's the casino, what's that next town north?
Hill?
Hills. Yep. Like a hill. Call it Hills. Hills, Iowa. I have no idea how it got its name, because I don't think there's a hill there, but whatever. Iowa, it's flat, right?
Yeah.
Do you have mountains in Malaysia, where you're from?
Yeah, it's very mountainy there.
Mountainous, yep.
Mountainous.
Okay. What's the traffic pattern altitude in Iowa City? Well, first, do you want to do some...
Depending on the runway, right?
What?
1 and 2 and 7, it's
Iowa City
right.
traffic,
The other one is
citation
left.
562, Victor Papa, departing runway 25, straight out, climbing 11,500, Iowa City.
Why does he go on runway 25? I thought the wind is on.
Because their runway 30 is too short for a citation.
Oh, for this. Okay, yeah, you told me about it.
And it's harder for them to turn around on the end, so they use a taxiway.
So the runway we're going to is
Hey.
right traffic.
Well, let me walk you through this, okay? First thing we have to think about is what's pattern altitude? What's the traffic pattern altitude in Iowa City?
25? 250?
What altitude is the field at? Do you remember? The
700.
elevation, 700. Okay, approximately. So what's the traffic pattern altitude?
So
that we fly?
1,700.
Okay. So how above that are we?
Oh, so we have to go down, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because we're not that far away. So I'd reduce power maybe 1,800, somewhere in there. And can you see the airport from here?
Right there.
Nope. It's at about our 10 to 11 o'clock. So from our 10 to 11 o'clock, see the road going north? If it kept going, you'd go right over the top of the airport from that road. See it? There's a clearing off to the left in the trees right there. About our 11 o'clock. You can fly this heading right now. I'll let you find it. But okay, so then
I see that runway there. Yeah. Shit, I'm so high up, bro.
I see traffic.
You'll be fine. Just keep it
fine.
Clear runway 25.
Iowa City traffic, Skyhawk 7400 Sierra Papa, 7 miles south. We're inbound runway 12, Iowa City.
So I should always remember it's next to that big lake-looking thing, right? Airport.
Yep, they see that pond?
Yeah.
That's where you can rent the kayaks and go kayaking, right?
Okay.
You ever been there? I forget the name of it.
No.
The runways now?
Yeah, I can see all the runway.
Okay, so which runway are we planning to use?
1, 2.
1, 2.
Since the wind is still at 1-6.
Okay. Alright, so which one is 1, 2 up there? And you can use your heading indicator if you don't want to kind of figure out which runway is which.
Right there.
That one? Okay, so which way do we want to land? What direction? Back this way, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so is 1, 2 right traffic or left?
Right traffic.
Right traffic, so we want to be on which side of the downwind? This side. So we're almost on a right downwind now, right?
Right.
Let's get a little bit closer. Basically, we want to be slightly to the left of where that 218 goes, northwest, right there. We're slightly to the left of that. That's about where the downwind should be, with the south wind like it is today, right?
So we're going through a 45-degree angle.
Basically, we're at a 45-degree entry down. Yep. Okay, so we'll do a before landing check.
Before landing check, passenger seats upright, seat belts secure, fuel selector above both.
Okay.
That's okay, right?
Yep.
You have enough? Yeah. Okay, and then
Okay, watch your downwind here. We want to start turning parallel, right?
landing lights on.
Hey, you didn't finish this, but you see the downwind right here? Yeah, we're drifting sideways. The wind's out of the south today. See how it's pushing you north?
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying you got to watch where you're flying here. There you go. Yep. So now we're on the downwind. Hey, what altitude are we at? Look how fast we're moving sideways. That's how strong that south wind is today.
Oh, yeah.
See that? So this is a wind correction angle. Basically, we want our ground track to draw a line straight lined up with that highway right there. But we have to point this way in order to go that straight.
Yeah.
Because of the wind, right? Iowa City, Skyhawk 0 Sierra Papa, left correction right downwind, 12 Iowa City. Okay. What altitude are we at? What are we descending to?
1700.
But easy. Yeah. Alright, and then
So
we'll bring the power back in because we want to hold our airspeed, right? What power setting do you...
18?
No, 2100. Bottom of the green in the pattern.
Oh, you want to go back to cruise altitude?
In the downwind, yep. Okay, and then trim it so that stays there. Okay, before landing checklist, passenger seat back seats and seat belts, fuel selector valve, you got both mixture rich. Push it in, there you go, and landing light is on, okay. Before landing check complete, and we're gonna land runway 12 here, right?
Yep, at the beam.
Yep, so if that south wind is pushing us, we're not gonna be on base very long, we're just gonna have to keep right on turning, right?
Okay, so we can start turning?
No, not yet. What do you do when you're a beam?
45-degree.
Okay, what do you do when you're a beam if we want to land? Do we want to stay at 1700 all the way in?
No,
There
reduce the speed.
Okay. Alright, so pull the power down to what you normally do.
15.
15. There you go. Alright, and we got to hold this heading because otherwise we're going to be drifting that way. Okay, get her slowed down. There's 90. You can put 10 degrees flaps in, right? Just a normal traffic pattern, except the wind's going to be pushing us, so we're going to, when we turn base, I wouldn't roll out to level, I just keep turning. Okay, we look back, we're at about a 45, you can turn, clear, left, forward, and right. Nice 20 degrees bank angle, but we'll just keep the turn going all the way around. Otherwise that wind will push us past the center line.
We keep turning.
Keep turning, 20 degree bank. And if we're in the white arc on base, you can put 20 degrees flaps in, clear on final. We're in the white arc. Okay, on a crosswind landing, we don't go more than 20 degrees flaps, so a little bit much, and we stay at least 70 knots, so you're getting slow. See that? That's why you want to use the trim. Don't pull the nose up with your hands.
Yeah.
That's why we practice slow flight. Okay? So if you need to add power, you can add power. Clear on final. Iowa City, Skyhawk 0 Sierra Papa, right base, turning final 12 Iowa City. Are we going to make the runway? I think you need a little more power. See how we're sinking? We're going to hit those trees before we get there. There you go. That's good. Right about there. I'll just leave it there for a bit. And remember the turn past 90 degrees. Oh, we need a little bit of a crab angle. Right about there, I'd say. Perfect. Okay, in a little bit here, we're going to be back on our glide angle. And then you can reduce power again to get us coming down, right? Just want to make sure we clear these trees here. Iowa City, Skyhawk 0 Sierra Papa, final 12 Iowa City. Okay, see we're starting to get high because that runway is moving down. So you got, what do you got to do? Redo power. There you go. Yep. Did you notice that runway starting to move in the field? Okay, power to idle, right? Because we're high. See our airspeed, we're fast as well. Okay, now we got to get the nose straight before we can land. What do you got to do? We're drifting sideways, so a little bit of right aileron here. Hold the, you have to put that aileron into the wind all the way, all the way, all the way. There you go. Hold that nose light. There you go. We'll keep holding that nose off just like that. Aileron all the way into the wind as you roll out. There you go. Not too bad. What do you think?
Better than yesterday.
Better than yesterday. It's not as bumpy as yesterday. That helps. Keep it into the wind. There you go.
Still?
Yeah. Yeah. Remember your taxi corrections?
Oh.
And then now the wind's kind of switching to behind the wing, so now you turn the other way, right? There you go. Good job. That's the thing a lot of people do is relax the controls after they're down, right? They're like, okay, we're done. But you got to keep the wind correction in. All right, now we're past the hold short line, so you could say clear of all runways, taxi ramp.
Iowa City Skyhawk 740 Sierra Papa. Clear of all runways, taxiing the ramp, Iowa City traffic.
Okay, flaps up. Taxi and light on, landing and strobes off. Landing and strobes off.
Oh. Hope so.
And mixture lean taxi. Alright, there's good, yep. Okay, after landing check complete. We'll keep it rolling, we'll park it probably between the Mooney and the Cardinal.
Slow down a bit.
That's good, that's good. Oop.
Avionics mass.
I'm gonna check this real quick. God. AD that says I have to check the...
Alright, after landings, flaps all the way up. Oh, you did that. Okay, and then shut down. Avionics masters off.